Hi class. So for week one, I want everyone to at least open Photoshop. We're not going to get into any of the tools this week. I just want to show you how to do something that should take 10 minutes at the most. All you need is to have access to Photoshop, which shouldn't take long because you can either download the free trial, which is pretty instant if you haven't done so already, or you can come to campus and use Photoshop on campus, or if you want to have it on at home, you can subscribe to Adobe Cloud, and that's pretty instant as well. So you shouldn't have any time constraints in getting the software like you do with the textbook, which needs to, come via mail. So for this week, we're going to get started right away. All you need is an image, and I've provided one for you in Blackboard. So let me just pull it up here. Close that. I was looking at it earlier. So basically, just go into your Blackboard shell under week one. I got there by going to assignments on the left nav there, and then clicking on week one. And then go scroll to the bottom of your week one assignments here, and then you'll get to the week one individual project mini lesson. And there's a starfish image right there. So just click on the starfish, and then you can download it. With a Mac, it pulls it up in another browser. I think with a PC, it downloads directly, but if you have a Mac, you can just click and drag it onto your desktop, and then it appears right there. So I'm going to close this. I don't need it anymore. And then just go File, Open, and find it on your desktop. So I've already downloaded it twice now, so I can pick either one. Open, click Open, and we're going to do an adjustment. It's really simple. So like I said, ignore all these tools on the side and all of these options right here. We're just going to focus on this image. I want you to feel like you've accomplished something in week one. So after the File and Edit menu, this is your, what's it called? It's called your application bar. I had to look that one up. I forgot. So this is your application bar. It's got File, Edit, Image, Layer, Type, Select, Filter, 3D View, Window, and Help. And we're going to go over them, but for right now, I just want you to go to the image and scroll down to adjustments. And all of these adjustments you can do pretty easily. I'm going to start you guys off with Vibrance, which is a fun one. If you pump up what's called saturation, and I'm going to do that here, it brings out the colors in the starfish, because initially, let's see, if I go back to 0, and this is before, the starfish has a lot of color in it, but it was very subdued in the photo. It looked a lot brighter in real life. I'm sure if you take pictures, you experience that. When you see something in real life and then you take a picture of it and you get home and you look at the picture, it doesn't quite do it justice, especially in nature. At least that's my experience. So a lot of times in Photoshop, people try to bring it back. Like they try to adjust the photo so that it looks the way they remembered it in real life. So I'm going to pump up the saturation all the way. No, maybe 44. And then the Vibrance too. Let's see. And the difference between Vibrance and saturation is really subtle. It's mostly a visual thing, kind of hard to explain. I would say that Vibrance only pumps up the colors that it knows are supposed to be bright, whereas saturation kind of does an overall adjustment. Let's see, Vibrance should only pick up the starfish and leave the seaweed alone, whereas saturation picks up more of the rock and the seaweed. That's right. Okay, therefore I guess I'm going to take off the saturation completely and just focus on Vibrance so that it only affects the starfish. And if I go Control Z, I go before, Control Z again, I go back to after, and I can see the difference of my adjustment.